Top 5 Most Underrated Kay Parker's Films. Released in 1978, Dracula Sucks is one of the most unusual and memorable films featuring Kay Parker. The movie reimagines the classic vampire legend created by Bram Stoker and places it in a modern setting involving a psychiatric institution and a mysterious aristocrat suspected of supernatural activity. The film was directed by Philip Marshak and featured a large ensemble cast, including Jamie Gillis and John Holmes. In the story, Parker appears as Dr. Sybil Seward, a medical professional working at the institution where strange incidents begin occurring. Several individuals are discovered with mysterious bite marks, raising fears that a vampire may be responsible. Suspicion grows when Count Dracula purchases an estate near the facility, causing the characters to question whether the legendary figure has returned. Parker's role gives the film a sense of balance. While many characters react with panic or superstition, Dr. Seward approaches the situation rationally and attempts to analyze the events logically. Her calm and authoritative performance contrasts with the gothic horror atmosphere surrounding the story. Visually, the film draws heavily from traditional horror imagery. Dark castle interiors, dramatic lighting, and nighttime scenes help recreate the mood of classic vampire cinema. This mixture of Gothic style and modern storytelling makes Dracula Sucks a distinctive entry in Parker's early career and a cult curiosity among fans of vintage films. Released in 1981, Fast Cars, Fast Women explores the exciting world of racing culture and glamorous nightlife. In the film, Parker portrays Molly, a character connected to a group of individuals fascinated by speed, competition, and luxury lifestyles. The story takes place within a community of drivers, promoters, and socialites who gather around racing events. High-energy competitions and lively parties create a backdrop where relationships develop and rivalries intensify. The characters pursue excitement and success while navigating personal conflicts and ambitions. Parker's role provides emotional balance within this energetic environment. Molly is portrayed as thoughtful and composed, offering a contrast to the intense personalities surrounding her. Through her interactions with other characters, the film explores the emotional consequences of the fast-paced lifestyle depicted in the story. The film reflects a broader fascination with automobile culture that appeared in many early 1980s productions. Stylish cars, vibrant settings, and dramatic races contribute to the energetic tone of the narrative. While Fast Cars, Fast Women is not among the most famous titles in Parker's filmography, it remains a notable example of how she adapted her screen presence to different genres and settings. Her performance demonstrates the calm confidence that made her one of the recognizable performers of that era. Released in 1982, Intimate Lessons gave Kay Parker one of her most prominent roles of the early 1980s. In the film, she portrays Lady Amanda, an elegant and mysterious woman who invites a group of guests to spend time at her luxurious estate. The story centers on a weekend gathering where Lady Amanda organizes a series of unusual activities designed to challenge the emotional boundaries of her guests. Each visitor arrives with personal expectations and hidden motivations, creating tension and curiosity within the group. The mansion itself becomes an important part of the narrative, with elaborate rooms and corridors that contribute to the film's theatrical atmosphere. Parker's performance emphasizes confidence and control. Lady Amanda acts as both host and orchestrator of the events, carefully guiding her guests through experiences that reveal their personalities and hidden desires. Her composed demeanor gives the character a sense of authority that shapes the direction of the story. The film stands out because of its unusual structure. Rather than following a single storyline, it presents a sequence of encounters between different characters inside the mansion. These interactions gradually build the narrative while exploring themes of curiosity, temptation, and personal discovery. Although not as widely remembered as some films of the period, Intimate Lessons remains notable for Parker's commanding performance and its unique, almost theatrical storytelling style. Released in 1984, Firestorm is one of the most dramatic productions in Parker's filmography. In the movie, she portrays Magda Balcourt, the powerful matriarch of a wealthy family. The story begins when a struggling writer receives an unusual opportunity. He is hired to help Magda write her autobiography. As he begins working closely with her, he becomes drawn into the complicated world of the Balcourt family. Secrets, rivalries, and hidden tensions gradually surface as the writer learns more about the people living within the estate. Magda Balcourt is portrayed as confident, ambitious, and unpredictable. Parker gives the character a strong presence, portraying her as someone accustomed to controlling the people around her. Through conversations and flashbacks, the film explores her past relationships and the complicated emotional ties within her family. One of the film's most interesting elements is its layered narrative. Instead of focusing on a simple storyline, the plot reveals new information through shifting perspectives and personal recollections. This structure allows Parker to portray a character with both authority and emotional complexity. Firestorm received attention during its time and even earned award nominations for performances connected to the film. Despite this recognition, it is sometimes overlooked today, making it one of the more underrated dramatic roles in Parker's career. Released in 1986, Night on the Wild Side presented a more experimental approach to storytelling. Parker appeared as the Wandering Woman, a mysterious character who arrives at a strange hotel where unusual encounters unfold throughout the night. The narrative takes on a surreal tone, with the main character moving through different rooms and meeting a variety of personalities. Each encounter reveals something new about the environment and the people within it. Parker's role serves as the guiding presence for the audience as the story progresses. Her performance emphasizes curiosity and calm observation rather than dramatic confrontation. This subtle acting style suited the film's dreamlike atmosphere, allowing the story to unfold gradually. Parker's expressions and body language carried much of the narrative's emotional tone. Because the film arrived later in her career and used an unconventional narrative structure, it often goes unnoticed compared with more famous titles from earlier in the decade. However, Night on the Wild Side demonstrates Parker's willingness to participate in projects that experimented with storytelling techniques. For fans exploring her filmography, the movie highlights her ability to adapt to changing styles during the 1980s. Even in smaller or more experimental roles, Parker maintained the composed screen presence that made her one of the most recognizable performers of her era. Taken together, these films illustrate why Kay Parker remains an important figure in classic, late 1970s and early 1980s cinema. Whether portraying a composed professional in Dracula Sucks, a mysterious hostess in Intimate Lessons, or a powerful matriarch in Firestorm, Parker consistently brought confidence, maturity, and emotional presence to her roles. Even in productions that did not receive widespread recognition, her performances often stood out for their calm authority and character depth. Revisiting these underrated titles highlights the variety of stories and personalities she helped bring to the screen, demonstrating why her filmography continues to attract interest from fans of vintage cinema today.